Invincible meets Batman while traveling through different realities. The story starts with Eve getting a call from a mysterious stranger asking for Mark. He answers the phone and gets a plea for help from his mother. Mark flies back to his house. The person reveals to be none other than Angstrom Levy, who has beaten his mother, taking her and his brother hostage. Mark demands to know who Angstrom Levy is and why he's doing it. Debbie how she got in contact, and Angstrom cuts her off. Angstrom tells Mark how he learned about Viltrumite having short tempers and how Mark inherited it from his father. He goes on to tell Mark he learned his identity from other realities he exists in, citing that 40% of them has Mark's identity being public. He points to his head and talks about how Mark caused his deformity, and Mark remembers him, calling him that guy. This in turn upsets him, and he rants about how Mark ruined the process and how surgeons with the best medicine couldn't fix him. He punches Debbie and Mark rushes towards him. He then transports Mark to a reality where dinosaurs were never extinct and mankind no longer lives. The dinosaurs talk and attempt to eat Mark, but Mark escapes after he goes into Angstrom's portals. He sees Angstrom holding his brother, with Angstrom commenting about how he likes his purple skin. Mark readies himself to attack, believing he will kill his brother. He tosses him in the air and enrages Mark. He then sends him to the Marvel Universe where he attacks Dr. Octopus by accident. Mark apologizes, believing him to be a superhero. Debbie comforts the baby as he is crying while Angstrom taunts her. He opens the portal to see how Mark survived. Mark launches into the room with spider web latched onto him, similar to Spider-Man. Mark crashes into a mirror, and Angstrom threatens to throw Debbie and the baby into a realities where the Earth was hit by a meteor. Mark demands to know why he is doing this and tells Angstrom that he removed the helmet to stop the alternate Mauler twins from killing him. Mark then attempts to surrender, and Angstrom refuses to accept it. He tells him that will likely kill his brother and mother anyway, and that he will go to the other realities and kills the other Marks. An enraged Mark then rushes towards him, and he transports him into an alternate universe. While Angstrom is distracted, Debbie uses the opportunity to attack him with a lamp, though the latter has no effect on him. He then rushes to Debbie and easily breaks her arm, causing her to scream in pain. Meanwhile, Mark is sitting by a fire talking to other characters from Walking Dead. He would be transported through various realities where he would briefly battle Omnipotus and meets Batman from the DC Universe, talking about how he is lazy for calling himself Batman because he's dressed like a bat. He then sees Angstrom put his head out to look for Mark and uses the opportunity to grab him. He sees that Angstrom broke his mother's arm and charges him out through the house. He then distracts by telling him that the surgeons enhanced his body as well. Angstrom punches him, sending him through multiple realities until they land in a wasteland-like dimension. Mark then punches him off. Angstrom threatens his family, and this sets Mark off. Mark pummels Angstrom, gushing blood all over Mark's body. Mark then sees what he has done and panics, making it the first time Mark has ever killed someone.